issues, you my shea butter, baby. I can't forget you, you a special kind of lady. Cause when I'm with you, girl, you know that you amaze me. Shea butter, save me, my shea butter, baby. Ooh, we got no issues, you my shea butter, baby. I had to get you, you a special kind of lady. And when I'm with you, girl, I can't forget you.
I can't forget you.
Way you say
Hey, she was like, hey boy, what it do? I think I got.
Hey everybody, it is me, Jamie Radiance Moorhead, your favorite Christian life coach, and I think I'm going to have to pause this really quick. Hold on. All right, everybody, I am back. I am so sorry. So I realized that I was on my laptop and the mic, the internal mic on my laptop does this popping noise if I don't use this thing right here. So, which I hope I didn't turn that off. This thing right here. Hold on, you guys. See, I'm always on here doing technical difficulties and stuff like that. So unprofessional. Hello? Hello, 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 hello. All right, so I don't know how people do this with the headphones on. All right, so it is after the panel because I'm going to sleep in somewhat tomorrow. And I don't want, because it's fresh, I don't want to forget everything because it got intense, right? Of course, like it got intense. So, no, it hasn't got intense in a while, but this time it got intense. We got, Woo. Sorry. Okay. So the topic was toxic, right? The topic was, how do we stop toxic relationships? And Humble Dad started off with a great question, which was list one toxic, was it like cleaning item? Or maybe he didn't even say cleaning item. I think we all just listed cleaning items, right? And so I'm going to save that for the end, how I'm going to kind of like put all this together. So we gave an answer. My answer was bleach. Ash's answer was Ajax. Lit's answer was what was it? Ammonia. Stuff is so strong. And I can't remember what the other answers were. I'm trying to think. I only remember those three because those are the three things I clean with. I'm sorry. It is. It's three things that I clean with. I clean with Ajax, bleach and ammonia. Okay, is what I clean with. So that's why those stick out to me. And I'm gonna have to go back and listen to what the other answers were because I don't remember. Okay, so it was on the panel this go round. It was Lost, Prototype, Ash, Trill, and Mr. Viral. Yes, and me. And so I've never been on with, I don't think, Mr. Viral or Trill before. I don't think so. I don't think I have. So, like I started off the panel toxic because I said I wanted to go first on a question and then I didn't have the answer for me going first, but that's okay because I wanted to go first because I wanted to get an answer in that nobody else would say, right? And so I answered the question, but let me sum this up. Everybody got toxic traits. I don't care what anybody says. And I don't care what delusion people want to live in and how perfect they want to think that they are. Everybody has toxic traits, period. Like there are times where I could be like, and that's what I said, I think I'm the toxic one tonight. Like, cause I'm like, I think he asked the question. I was like, no, I don't got anything to say. But then, I have something to say. Right. And I always do that. I usually say I don't have anything to say because I'm overthinking, right? Like my mind is kind of like, oh, Jay, don't say that, right? I'm not trying to trigger or be the agitator as much as my mind really wants to be, right? So I'm like, no, I don't want to say that, right? So this time I probably was the agitator a little bit in the situation, but like I even said on the panel, I was like, I feel like sometimes I am too honest because I don't. It's not that I don't care, but like, what can you do? What can you say? I don't agree with that, and then what? Like, I'm gonna be what? Like, you don't agree, and okay, like, and that's it. So I was like, there's things that I maybe what people consider toxic traits that I don't necessarily want to get rid of. I don't necessarily want to get rid of them. I don't want to get rid of overthinking. I don't want to get rid of that. I don't want to get rid of like working a lot. I don't want to get rid of kind of like the being dismissive every now and then, because sometimes it's best for me to be dismissive. Sometimes it might save you if I'm not dismissive. If I am dismissive, that might save you. That might save you from me saying certain things that probably don't need to be said. And sometimes it's just certain things. It's like certain times, like I was telling my son, I said there's times where I be laying here and it seems like everything is, like everything's going good out there, but like something in my spirit says, like, my house is dirty. And so I go off on everybody because the house is dirty. And I don't know any woman that hasn't not done it, where you could see everybody having a good time or whatever, and you be laying here like, I know they're not having a good time and the house is dirty. I don't care what y'all say. You can fault me and you can feel some type of way and you can try to talk. No, y'all need to be real with yourselves. Be real. Be real. So anyways, we get to this part. We're talking about like reconciliation. Can reconciliation ever happen? And I'm not saying that it can't happen. I'm saying that I've never really seen it happen successfully. And I haven't seen it happen successfully because, and I'm going to say, I don't believe that when it has been attempted on with people that I've dealt with, that God was in the middle of that. Does that make sense? I don't feel like there was true apologies, true repentance, true like, I'm really trying to make things right with you. It was more like, I missed the way I feel when I was around you. I missed the way that you were my friend. I missed the way that you gassed me up. They missed attributes about me that made them feel good, but they didn't necessarily miss being a friend to me the way that I was to them. So they still didn't necessarily, they didn't come because they missed being a friend to me too. They just missed what I gave to them. And that's the truth. You know what I'm saying? Because if that was the case, then you would want to protect that. But what you just wanted was that feeling that I'm able to give people when I am their friend, right? When I do gas them up, when I do speak life into them, when I do back them up, when I am excited about everything that they got going on, when I sow into them and I'm just like, let's go, because I am that friend. I'm that friend, right? And I'm never going to stop being that type of friend. I'm just selectively that person to certain people now. I used to do it, just do it, and then just exhaust all of myself to people who when I was down, they kicked me. When I was down, they kicked me, they spit on me, they mocked me, they laughed, they kikied, you know what I'm saying, with other people. They spread rumors, they helped make it worse. They did not come like what I would have done for them, which would have been like, what do you need from me? Do you, and I'm even the type of friend like, okay, I know you can't say anything bad about the person, but I'll say it for you. And I would say, like, they ain't this, whoop, 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 whoop. And then I would say, okay, so now what do you really want to do? Do you want to reach out to them? Do you want to talk to them? How do you want to fix the situation, right? This is what I would do for my friends. when they're going through something or when they need me. And what happened, what I realized is I didn't have that. I didn't have that with like nobody, right? I was sewing all that stuff into people and I literally was putting my good traits on folks and didn't see that these people did not have the same traits as me and could care less when something went down with me. Could care less. Didn't reach out, didn't call, didn't do nothing. Do you hear me? Nothing but kick me, talk about me, mock me, kiki behind my back. You know what I'm saying? All of that. Like all of that. And that's cool. I mean, because what has transpired in my life over the last year or so has showed me that I did not know anybody. I didn't know. I didn't know the hearts of anybody around me. Nobody. And I mean that. I mean that. I mean nobody. Without going too deep and making people look bad and trying to like really go into it, I knew the hearts of nobody around me. I was just sewing into people and had no clue because I was so busy like working 2-3 jobs and trying to be a great mom and trying to make sure that everybody felt seen and all of these things and doing all that and not making sure that I was okay. So that's even toxic. There's like the toxic is making sure that everybody else around you is straight too, and then you never make sure you're straight. So at the end of the day, when everything hits the fan, you're like, where's everybody out when I'm needed? Like, why do I even have to tell somebody to check on me? Or, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's just, it's so crazy. So that's why I said, everybody got toxic traits. Lots of people are selfish. And he asked the question, what trait do you look for in a mate? And I said, now when I look, what the trait that I look for in a mate is the fear of the Lord. And it was something that I had never thought about before. But like I was talking to my son, he said like the reason why I picked that, and I said that is because if somebody has the fear of the Lord, all of those other traits that people list, honesty, good communication, all of that, that's a given. It's gonna be automatic. If this person fears the Lord, the Holy Spirit is going to correct them every time they wrong. You won't even have to say nothing. And because their heart is so yielded to God, they are going to come to you and let you know they're wrong. That's why I said the fear of the Lord covers everything, because that's the beginning of wisdom. The fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom. You just getting started, right? So I remember to make sure I had put that in there because it got intense at the end. So the end comes, I described, how I attempted to reconcile with somebody that did me dirty. You feel me? They did me dirty. I don't like the way that these lines look in this thing. Hold on, y'all. That looks different again. All right. Hold on. And I really can't see y'all. Where my glasses at? All right. So, I don't know where my other glasses are. So, I described this thing, and then Mr. Viral, and I don't know him, but we had our first run-in, which was it was very interesting. He decided to say that, you see how these women on this panel, these 2 women on the panel, they just said to just leave and that reconciliation is not possible. And I didn't say that. I said that I attempted to reconcile with a person. I trusted that we left on the same page. I was actually excited to start new with this person. Got put in a situation, and this person kind of like put like it didn't make sense. What happened? If we sit around the table and you proceed to tell me that these people don't like me, and then you see me walk into a situation and you there and you know that there's people that are coming that don't like me, would you not pull me to the side and say, hey Jay, whoop-de whoop whoop whoop, yada yada? And I would have respected that, but I didn't get any of that. I didn't get none of that. I didn't get any of that, right? And that's not what I would have done, and that's not what I would expect a friend, to be that wants to restart a friendship to do. So, I'm glad we had got everything clear. I'm glad I understood that I wasn't crazy, that like I could pinpoint the time, the date, the interactions. I even know the reasons why, and I could put several people on blast if I wanted to, because especially with the witchcraft thing, I could put plenty of people on blast. Believe that, based on what our discussion was, and I didn't, and I won't right now. You know what I'm saying? Keywords right now. If God tells me to, I will for sure. If y'all keep on playing with me, but you won't, because God has already told you not to. And so, with that being said, there was one answer. You know who gave an answer that just made me think about that with witchcraft? Trill. When we said toxic things, he said sage. He said people be, with the sage, everyone that uses sage is toxic. I'm sorry, that I about fell out, died, came back, died again, fell out. I was laughing the whole time because I understood what he was saying. So, with that being said, that just cracked me up because I really like that. Yeah, I'm sorry. I've been clipping stuff from my Is Witchcraft Taking Over the World series, right? So, with that being said, that's why I thought that was really funny. All right, back to the subject. So Mr. Viral decided to throw me in there with something that I didn't say. And he said that I said to just leave a situation, and that's not even how I operate in real life. Like, I give people lots of chances. And look at this camera, because some of y'all be watching my videos, right? And that I know that I gave you too many chances, right? There's several people, and I gave y'all too many chances. And now that, you're like, well, I don't know what happened. Yes, you do. Yes, you do. Y'all all know what happened. Every last one of you know what happened. Please don't act brand new. And please don't be a victim, because you're not. You're not a victim. You're not a victim at all. At all. And so that was the downhill slope, because I was like, I didn't say that. He was like, it just kind of started going back and forth. And so I told him what I said. I reinstated what I said. And then I said, and that's why I said that somebody needs to have the fear of the Lord, because if they don't have the fear of the Lord, like, this don't make sense. And I said, and I did say this too, like, God gonna have to come down. Like, for there's certain people that did me dirty for real, God gonna have to come in my dreams and tell me. Like, tell me. He gonna have to be like, Jamie, it's safe. I'll be like, all right, cool. But because if he don't, I'm sorry. If he don't, no ma'am, no sir. No ma'am, no sir. Because some of y'all left me for straight up dead, like, for real. Like, y'all left me like, finish her. Like it was a Street Fighter game or something like that. You feel me? Like, yeah, nah, no, 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 no. You remember that song? But there's no yesing in that situation, right? So sorry, I'm just cracking jokes because I'm tripping, because like back in the day, if you would have hit me with this like a couple months ago, I would be crying like, I just can't believe it. Nah. Like, I have accepted people for really who they are, how they operate, what demons is working through them, and like I said, if God don't give me green lights, I'm not going through none of them. I'm not going through nothing. He got to give me the green light. So, which means that the fear of the Lord is that important. And so, back to the subject. So we start going back and forth, and I was talking about a regular, so it was like, so let's talk about a relationship. If a man cheats on you, he was like, what type of cheat? And I said, having sex with somebody, because I guess there's a type. Okay. This is why when I get in arguments with certain people, I'm like, I know, I'll be sitting there like, is there a universal thought? You know what I'm saying? Because in one instance, you have, if a woman says all men cheat, men are like, oh, all men do not cheat. No, they don't. Y'all are just damaged. But then when a man says it, it's okay. Like, it's okay for another man to say that all men cheat. Like, I don't understand it. Like, I'm thoroughly confused, because if that would have came out of my mouth, then I would have been a bitter Black woman who has been cheated on. You get what I'm saying? Like, that's why I'm like, wait, what is, yeah, come on, man. Like, we got to stop playing. Y'all trying to trigger women so that you can get a high and cortisol levels up and something like that. And you can feel like your testosterone is up and you done got over on somebody. That ain't how that works. That ain't just not how that works. So anyways, we going back and forth, and he's like, yeah, because the all men cheat. And so I said, oh my God. I'm so animated sometimes. I was like, oh, I'm just so flabbergasted. I just cannot believe you said that. I am just appalled. Like, what? They do? And I said, I was like, that's why I'm going to keep on saying the fear of the Lord. Well, the men in the Bible cheated. They were into polygamy. And I was like, and every last one of them failed. Every last of them, one of their legacies ended terribly in death. I said, I'm going to say it again. And he was like, well, the Bible said to sow your seed. And I said, yeah, but y'all out here sowing STDs. I was like, I've been on my rhyming. Like, I just been on my rhyming because, like, I feel like my writing came back. You feel me? My writing game came back. I've been telling you, I've been hitting notes like, oh, like I'll be in the middle of doing something. I'm like, oh, where'd that come from? That was good. Yeah, I've been writing. I be talking and flowing. You get what I'm saying? Like, it's not on purpose. It just happens. So we start going back and forth. And then, Humble Dad had to come in, be humble, and break everything down because we didn't got into it. But I enjoyed it. I like a little, little controversy every now and then. But because I like debate. I like to debate. I do. I like to debate. But this reason why I said I like a little controversy, a little scrubbing, is because the very first question he asked was, what products are toxic? And every one of us listed a cleaning product, something to clean with. And if we all would have thought about it, then we would have understood that everybody has a level of toxicity, because we just proved it with the very first answer. Okay. Excuse me. Sorry. The question is your toxic poisonous, or is your toxic used for cleaning? So catch this. I listed bleach as a topical, right? You put it on surfaces to clean, to kill bacteria, to clean surfaces, to get rid of viruses, as a topical. Okay. But if you ingest, right? If you ingest the bleach, you're going to die. Are you all catching what I'm saying? That's why I said you have to meet somebody who's willing to understand you're crazy. Keywords, understand it. I'm not saying keep you there, but I'm saying understand it and willing to work with you enough, right? So that you could become better. You could use that toxicity as a cleaning agent rather than as a poison. That's the answer. And that's that simple. And that's how I'm going to end it. Are you willing to understand somebody's toxicity so you can use it as a cleaning agent rather than a poison. Topical, cleaning agent. Inhale, poison. Ingested and is a poison. So that's how we're going to end that. I think that was very good. A very good ending. I thoroughly enjoyed everybody. Check out everybody's platform. Remember, I said sometimes, like people can say things in a different way and it can hit your ears different than it would hit somebody else's ears, right? So I'm not for everybody, just like they're not for everybody. But make sure you check out everybody's platform. If you want to support, if you support them, but definitely support Humble Dad, of course. Okay. Like that's a given. But as far as everybody else, I can't tell you to do it and tell you not to do it. I would personally, because everybody has a mission, that they're trying to do. And like, just because you may not agree with that person's mission fully doesn't mean that there's some parts that don't actually have some meat and something that can really, really either change your life or somebody around you's life, right? There's value, right? You just have to see the value in it. And so again, so I'm just going to say this in my support them, check them out, support their platforms. The link to the original live stream with Humble Dad is, of course, at the top. And click on that to watch the full episode. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. And make sure you like, share, and subscribe with me as well, and share it, you know what I'm saying, comment your thoughts and stuff like that. And I will see you guys next week for another panel recap. Thank you for your time. Have a great rest of the day. Peace out.